Hi there, and welcome to the How to Apply for Your Programme in our EGIS department. So, just as a quick sound check, can you hear me? If not, can you follow these steps and we will get started? So, my name is Vary Bruce. I'm the Enrolment Advisor here at Heriot-Watt Online, and I will be your presenter for today's webinar. So, the agenda for today is how to know if the programme is right for you. A quick look at the documents required for your online application, a guide to applying, some key dates, and at the end we will host a Q&A session. So how to know if the programme is right for you? So there are really lots of different factors to consider when deciding whether a programme is right for you, but here's just a couple of things you might want to think about. So do you enjoy the subject area that you're looking to get into? Is it something that you're already part of? Is it another career path that you're looking to go down? Employability, career goals. Is this something that you need to meet your career goals? Is this something that you're looking to seek further into? And also, if you want to develop your academic skills while working, is that going to be help for you? Is it going to be something that you're going to keep an eye on in your job? It's loads of different things to consider what programme is right for you. So it's just a couple of things you might want to think about before applying for it. You might also want to consider the entry requirements, for example. The fees, so we do have a pay-as-you-study format here at Heriot-Watt Online. So if you were to select one or two courses, that is how many you would pay for at the start, and you pay as you study. Also the mode of study as well. So how do you know if a programme's right for you? So at Heriot-Watt Online, we are flexible, so you can study anywhere and anytime. This might be something that suits you. And it means you can also earn while you study. So most of our people who are on EGIS programs at this present time are in full-time employment, so they're earning while they study. So why then choose Heriot-Watt? So we've got high quality, rigorous degrees, we're world leading in our research, we have purposeful programme design, we also have our flexible online study as previously stated, anytime, anywhere, and we have industry focused learning. So how do you know if Heriot-Watt is for you? So if any of these seem like this is something you want to get involved in, then Heriot-Watt is definitely right for you. So what are the documents required for the application? So we've just got a checklist here. So I'm just going to pause so you can have a look through the checklist. And these are all the things that you will need to submit your application. So you'll need your academic transcript of your marks and grades. You'll need your degree certificate, an up-to-date CV, a statement of purpose, and proof of your English language ability if English is not your first language. So the academic transcripts of marks and grades, what does that involve? So this is a list of courses or modules that you've completed during your academic studies. The transcript shows the duration of your studies and the marks that you achieved for both of your courses. So we'll need all of this. Alongside your academic transcript, we will also need your degree certificate. So that's the certificate or diploma that you were awarded with when you had graduated. Please note that hard copies are not required. All you have to do is scan or take a picture of your certificate in order to upload this into the application portal. If your document is not in English, we will also require a translated copy of the certificate. It's important to note that as well. So an up-to-date CV. It is really important that your CV is up to date. So it's a good idea to include a cover letter as the first page of your CV before submitting. So within this CV, please include any relevant academic and work experience that you feel relates to the programme that you're specifically applying for. So anything that is relevant to the actual programme that you're applying for is really helpful. Now, the statement of purpose is something that we get the most questions about. So what is the statement for purpose? So it's a supporting statement, is a personal statement from you outlining your academic history and relevant experience. So this is where you should demonstrate that you're a suitable candidate for the programme that you're applying for. And you should also use your personal statement to outline your motivation for chosen area of study. So why do you want to apply for it and how would you excel at it? That is the two most important things to put in your statement of purpose. So include details on why you're interested in studying at Heriot-Watt, why you've chosen to study this particular programme, and what you're hoping to get out of studying for the programme. So as a rough guideline, we say about 500 words for this. So your proof of English language ability. So we can only consider your previous qualification being taught in English if you graduated within the last 2 academic years. We may accept a letter for your employer confirming your conduct in business in English. This letter should include any details of the period you have worked for the company and has to be on company headed paper. Or if you have studied full-time within the last 2 years, were taught and assessed in English, a letter from the institute that you studied at may be accepted. If you have any other questions about the English language ability, we do have a page on our website about this, and it is simply the English language ability at Heriot-Watt. So if you were to Google that, you can see IELTS exam, for example, and other things that we do accept for English language ability. So if you're unable to provide this evidence or we were not satisfied with the evidence that you provided, you would be required to provide an IELTS overall score of 6.5 with no elements less than 6.0. It's important to note as well that if you apply to transfer to on-campus study, you'll be asked to provide the English language certificate at the grade line required with the Home Office and the UKVI regulations at that time. So you may need to provide more if you were wanting to transfer to on-study campus. For more information, please see the English language requirements on our website as I've previously stated. So references are not required when applying. The admission tutor will be in touch with you directly if references become necessary, and there is no requirement to upload evidence of financial support. So these are optional, and if our team and our admissions tutor finds that they are necessary, they will be in touch with you directly. It is not something that you need to prepare for this application. So then let's talk about how to apply. So I'm going to take you through a step-by-step process of how to apply for one of our EGIS programs. So click the Apply Now button on the webpage for the program you wish to apply for. Once you have created your account, select Start a New Application tab and complete the applicant details section. This is things like your name and your email address. Once you have completed the applicant contact information, you'll then put your address, and then you complete the study options section. So I'll ask you for the academic year. So the academic year is 2023 to 2024 for the May 2024 intakes. If you are applying for September 2024, that would be the academic year 24 to 25. You also then select your location and the application type. So once you have submitted your application, you'll be able to select the programme that you wish to study and the intake you wish to start. So you'll select the programme and then you'll say if you want to start in May or September or January 2025. That's where you'll put this information in. You will save and continue, and on the next screen, you'll be able to double check and update any of your personal details. So please really carefully go through here and make sure that your contact information is correct, or otherwise we won't be able to contact you. And anything else that you've popped in there, make sure that it's all correct. So over the next two screens, you will enter additional personal information. So things like your highest educational qualification, information about further information, your nationality, funding, and any disabilities. So everything that you'll need to input will all be in there. And then once you've submitted that, you're on your dashboard, you'll now be able to see the application that you've created. And then this is where you will upload your documents that I gave you earlier in the checklist. So you'll be able to see the application, the status, and the action. So it'll tell you if you need to upload documents. If you've uploaded all your documents, it'll just let you view the application. And this will be where you'll be able to see that it's completed, and if there's anything additional that you need to add. So now that you have submitted your application, where it says submit documents, this is where you'll need to submit your supporting documents. So you'll need to upload your academic transcript, your degree certificate, an up-to-date CV, a statement of purpose, and proof of English if English is not your first language. So it's really important to remember, please click the blue button, blue text to ensure your documents upload. If you don't click this button, they will not upload. So remember to click the blue text to ensure that your documents upload. And you can see that on the screenshot here. So once you have completed that, when you navigate to My Dashboard, you'll see that your application is now marked as complete. So you'll be advised of the outcome of your application once a review has been completed and a decision is available. So once you see the completed mark, it gets taken off to our admissions team and they will make a decision on the outcome of your application. So just some key dates for you to take down. So the application deadline is Friday the 15th of April 2024. So this is the deadline to submit a complete application for the May 2024 intake. So you have to have completed your application by this point. If you've not completed, if you've started your application and you've not completed it, we can't guarantee you an offer. So the application deadline for the September 2024 intake is the 15th of August 2024. So as I say, you may still submit an application beyond these dates. However, the university cannot guarantee that you be made for an offer for the intake that you apply for if your application is submitted beyond these deadlines. So if you were to submit an application after the 15th of April, you may not be guaranteed an intake for the May 2024 intake and you may be given an offer for September. So I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome any questions. So if you would like to email us any specific questions, you can reach out to myself or the other members of the enrolment team at hwonlineapps@hw.ac.uk. So if you require any support around submitting your application, so once you've started your application and you have any questions concerning about if it's complete, if you've uploaded incorrect documents, for example, please contact the admissions team. So it's the admissions team that will be able to support you once you've started to submit your applications. If you have any questions before submitting the application, you can reach out to our team. but anything after that, please reach out to HWO admissions at hw.ac.uk. So I'll just pause just now and then I will answer some questions that we've got coming in. So I'm just going to take this time to answer a couple of questions that I've been asked beforehand, that have been submitted to us before this webinar. So one of the questions was, how does online learning work? So our online learning platform provides you with a flexible and engaging learning experience. So you'll have access to the course materials, the lectures, the assignments, and the communication tools through our virtual learning environment. So this platform is designed to facilitate interaction with your course leaders and also your fellow students, enabling you to study at your own pace while staying connected with both your peers and the academic team. Another question that I've been asked is, do I need to be online at set times? So our online programme offers complete flexibility and you're not required to be online at specific times. So you can access all of the course materials and complete assignments at your own convenience. There's never a set time that you need to be on the virtual learning environment. And part of that question was, do I need to be connected to the internet while you study? So all programme materials are available to download, so you can access these at any time, whether you're online or offline. It's important to note, however, that to be able to participate in the discussion forums and the assessment, you'll need to be online at that time. So how quickly can you complete your Masters? So the fastest you can complete one of our EGIS Masters programmes is 2.5 years, and the maximum time frame is 8. So on average, most students complete the MSc in about 3 to 4 years. So do note as well that we advise students to register for no more than 2 courses per semester. So how will I be assessed? So our courses offer unique authentic assessment tailored to each course and aligned to its own individual objectives. So there's no requirement to attend in-person examinations. Instead, each course is assessed by a final online assessment. So these are assessments you take remotely and alone in your own space. So within the assessment, you'll have 24 hours to complete the assessment by downloading the paper and uploading your answers. This means that no matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to complete it at a time that suits you. It's important to note that you also have notes to your access to your notes during this. The course materials and the internet will be available to you during your assessment, as it is all online. It's also important to note that all final online assessment fees are included in our programme fees. The last question that I've got is about graduation. So it's really important to us that all online students form an integral part of our student body, and we're always delighted to welcome graduating students to our annual graduation ceremonies. So you can choose to graduate from any of our campuses. You can choose to graduate here in Edinburgh, Dubai and Malaysia. If you can't attend a graduation on campus, that is absolutely not a problem. You can still graduate with a master's degree from Heriot-Watt and we will just mail your certificate to you. Our graduations are held twice a year, once in June and once in December. So I just want to thank you for joining us today. I've popped the email address on here, so if you have any further questions, please do email us, and you can always get in touch via our social medias. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope to see you in one of our EGIS programs very soon.